Hello everyone, we're heading back to the Final Fantasy XVI World of Visions boss fight for another rank 1 clear, this time using a fire-based team. So what I put together, up first we have Genesis, because he's one of the big fire damage units that's not Neo Vision Plus. Standard magic mana killer build for him. We have 60 fire resist, 300 beast, 300 fairy killer for him. Fundamental force, so I needed a fire field because the boss does the imperil field. So she's here for the field, plus she has good damage. A limit focus overall. I do have the Apex card, we'll use it just for her, just to add in a little bit extra. But we'll be stealing her 200 for the rest of the team. 300 beast, 300 fairy, 300 limit damage for her. Also 95 on her fire resist. And no evade. Aya Bray. So in the base, she does have the Celeste Bracer. We're going to use this on Hio. 250 on her fire resist. 50 evasion is whatever. And then her shift is just limit focus. 300 beast, 350 fairy, 300 limit damage. Hio is up next. So in the base, we got some fire resist. The battle dress for a limit modifier. Typhus' spirit for another limit modifier. And his shift is just limit focus. 350 beast, 300 fairy, 300 limit damage. He is the leader for the general fire leader skill. Ash is here for killer and magic cover. So in the base, a lot of fire resist, so she's got 395. She also has full evade in the base. And then in the shift, we have Renegade to chain with. And still a bunch of fire resist, so we're at 365. And honestly, that card doesn't matter. Still full evade. We have Zahn, spread out the buffs, decent breaks. So limit focus. He's got 100 fire. So 300 beast, 300 fairy, 300 limit damage. Alright, let's see how we do with this one. Alright, Genesis can guard turn 1. Fundamental. So we need the Veil for some good general mitigation. We'll do Hypernova for her limit. And Horizon. For Ash, better magic cover. And Shelga. And Provoke is whatever. Aya does her normal startup. So Gene heal, barrier, and haste. Zahn, seeing we get 2 of them, we're going to use his Magnus Break because it also is 89 attack and magic break. And then Hio is going to Form of Iron Will to get a limit modifier. Alright, turn 2, Genesis has to guard. Fundamental. So we're going to do our field swap. We're going to do her Beast Killer. And we can just hit Horizon again. Hio is going to Typhus' spirits. Ash We're going to do Parting with the Gods on Fundamental. So now we have 200 Beast, 250 Fairy Killer. Aya is going to Gilded Bracer on Hyo. And Zon, we are going to Fatal Mirror on Fundamental to steal the killer buffs. Alright, Fundamental, seeing we have the card, she'll use the card killer on herself, otherwise she has a free turn. Genesis is going to do Super for the Sword in Peril. Hyo, we're just going to put up his Imperil Field with Daunting Aura. Ash is going to shift. So we're going to do the shifted limits. That'll get us some 350 buffs. Aya has essentially a free turn, so she can guard. And for Zon, so we're going to Enervating to refresh the defense Spirit Break. Deadly Daggers for his limits. And project all the buffs to the rest of the party. Alright, turn 4. So Genesis is going to triple 150 fire, fill limit to not waste mana, and preface Restore Magic. Fundamental. Limit Surge Plus, Spectrum Plus, and Aegis to waste the cast. Aya is going to shift. So Awaken 150 and just imbue fire for herself to waste the cast. Hyo can shift. That'll just speed things up next turn. So he's going to Ultimate for 150, Refine for Weapon and Peril, and I will Master for whatever. Ash in the secondary form is going to use her Better Fire Imbue that we got from being EX3. And then for Zon, seeing he doesn't have a 100 fire, we're actually going to have him also do Dark. So Midnight for 150 Dark, Fear for the Big Dark and Peril, and Shadow Self to Dark Imbue just himself. Alright, so Ash does the Extreme Nova from the sword. Zon does Super. Genesis is going to Purgatory. Fundamental does Super. Aya does Shifted Limit. And Hyo does a Shifted Limit. So Zon and Ash are going to start things off. Then we pretty much hit everybody else. $13.9, so a little bit of overkill. So Triple S is the perfect. So obviously Fundamental was the main damage at 5.4. We got almost 3 out of Hyo. Genesis doing a 2.5. 1.7 out of Aya. She's definitely falling behind a little bit. Zon, 1.2 as a breaker supporter. Not bad. But there is the Fire Rank 1. So we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.